Good morning, everyone. I am live today, not for a long time, but I'm here, and it's because today my kids have a recital at their school, and I'm just getting ready for that before I go about my day. They have 2 recitals, so I am going to get ready. I'm not wearing any makeup. I just woke up, brushed my teeth, washed my face. So you will all join me while I do my makeup, and I'll just kind of chat with you while I'm here. Okay, well, this is my primer. I'm wearing e.l.f. Cosmetics. Literally like $14 primer. Today, I titled the video, the live, I titled this, sorry, your reaction is your weapon. So what does that mean? Your reaction is your weapon. Sorry, I'm trying to open this thing. It's just not opening. Your reaction is your weapon means the way you react to something actually can do damage, do good. It is a weapon. You can use it to your advantage. You can use it to get an upper hand or to get something. This thing's not opening. I always forget to open this before I put on my primer because my primer makes my hands greasy. Okay, I got it. This is my DM Beauty, which is, I think it's Daniela Myricks Beauty Foundation. Anyways, so your reaction is your power, meaning that the way you react to anything should be strategic. And when you react out of emotion, you have no power. And you are giving the other person your greatest weapon, and they can use it against you. And if you read the 48 Laws of Power, which I have, which I have right there, that orange book, you will understand what I'm talking about. And if you watch Shara Seven's videos, you will also understand what I'm talking about when it comes to the power of your reaction. Because when you react to something emotionally, you have lost control. And the other person, the other party can see that. And I'll give you an example. When I was married, I used to react constantly out of emotion. That is the only way that I knew how to react. I didn't know that you're not supposed to just react to things people say or do. You're actually supposed to be very calculated about it. And so I used to just, something would happen that would upset me, valid things that are valid to upset you, but that doesn't mean it's valid to react to it emotionally. So, things would upset me and I would just react through my emotion when I could have sat down and thought about how am I going to use this thing that this person did to my advantage? How am I going to benefit out of the situation? How am I going to get something out of this? So if you're married, for example, and your husband, I don't know, cheats on you. I'm not saying mine cheated on me, but that's a good example to use because it's common. And your husband cheats on you and you find out. And you found out through, I don't know, text message or something. You have 2 options here. You can approach him and be like, "Ah, I found out you cheated. Da, 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 da. How could you do this to me? Cry, cry, sulk, sulk." Now he knows that you know. So you've already now you've lost the ability to find out in the future again because now he's gonna act smarter. He's gonna do it smarter, 100%. Telling someone that they cheated basically is just gonna make them do better at cheating, find ways to do it without getting caught. So your reaction already your emotional reaction in that case already has caused you to have a problem. The other problem is they're going to use the fact that they can see you're emotional to take advantage of you, because it's easy to take advantage of emotional people. So they're gonna and this is why you see a lot of videos on TikTok of men getting confronted by their wife or girlfriend for cheating, and he starts crying and having an emotional breakdown. And suddenly he's the victim in the situation. And it's because men are used to us being emotional. So those men that are reacting like that are betting on the fact that you are emotional. And by seeing him cry and be upset and have this panic attack, you're going to react with empathy, which is another emotion. Okay? So, what could you do instead? What do smart women do in these situations? They get something out of it. You find out he did something, like betray you, he cheated, whatever it could be. Or, yeah, he's treating you badly, or he lied to you about something. You can get something out of it. Use his guilt, because even bad people feel guilt. I don't like this light on me. Use his guilt to get something out of it. So, for example, and of course, this really only applies to people with money. Ugh, the lighting is just horrible right now. Like my under eyes don't look that crazy. Okay, that's much better lighting. I don't know why I had that other lighting going on here. You can use, obviously, this only applies to men with money because, and this is why they say only be with providers, because when a broke guy cheats on you, what are you going to get out of him? He has nothing. So you can use his guilt to get something, a car, an upgrade on your car, jewelry. And even if he's not broke, there are smaller things you can get. I mean, sorry, even if he is not rich, there are smaller things you can get. But at least you get something out of it other than just crying, shouting, and screaming. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that loses when you're crying, shouting, and screaming. That takes a toll on your physical health. Women, our energy, our crying, our emotions drain us, age us. So just react better. React in a controlled way. Control your reaction. Shara once said in a video that if a guy, I think someone asked a question. Anyway, it was about a guy wanting to go on a boys' trip. He was married. And every woman knows what that means, a boys' trip. And the girl wanted to find out how she can get something out of the situation of him wanting to go on a boys' trip. And Cher told her, I remember, to tell him that you're going to want to go shopping and you're going to be lonely, and to leave his credit card with you. Or to get yourself a trip. Out of it too, by him paying for it. And that's a very small way to benefit out of a situation that sucks, and that most likely you would just cry and scream and yell and shout. All you've done is, tell him that now you found out how he is doing you wrong, and he's going to find a better way to do it. So instead of that happening, find a way to benefit. Okay, I'm going to go now. I got to go. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you later.